Do you have 5 minutes? Really, less than 5 minutes. Check out this tortoise. It's really amazing. If you look closely at this tortoise, it almost looks like it has a permanent smile. It was actually a fairly endangered species, and they've recently announced that their numbers are increasing and it's doing well. Because folks, the scientists want to save any animal, but particularly wanted to save a tortoise that had a permanent smile on it. What does the Bible teach us about smiles? And how important is a smile to you and me? Listen to these words from Ecclesiastes 3. Ecclesiastes 3 begins with, "To everything there is a season." Hear this one. "A time to mourn and a time to laugh." Hear these words from Proverbs. "A glad heart makes a cheerful face." Proverbs talks about a glad heart making for a cheerful face. In essence, if our heart, if the part inside of us that is grateful and glad, it's going to show on our faces. Ecclesiastes also says there's a time for everything, and most certainly there is a time to mourn, but there's also a time to laugh. We need laughter. I remember when I took my kids to Disney a number of years ago, many years ago, and we went to see the movie Davy Crockett that was showing. And at the beginning of Davy Crockett, they're making fun of him at Andy Jackson's a gathering with all the soldiers and whatnot, and they're in a bivouac. And because they had interrupted Davy Crockett, who was in the process of catching a bear, but he wasn't using a knife, he wasn't using a gun. He was using a smile, because he said he could grin the bear to death. And he even tried to use it later on when he got into a fight with some Cherokee Native Americans. But what is the power of a smile? Right now, walk through Publix, Winn-Dixie, Walmart. Watch the news and watch just people going through life. So many of them are not smiling. Oh, if we're watching recorded television where they're doing something on a show, yes, there'll be laughter, but that was contrived. Look at the world around us. How many people are smiling? Well, you might say, well, we're all having to wear masks. And if I put a mask on, you can't see me smiling. There is no way. You really think so? You can't tell that I'm smiling even though I have my mask on? We can see the smile because it comes through in our eyes. It comes through in our facial features. It comes through in the intonation in our voice. If we have a glad heart and know that God loves us, and that even in the midst of this pandemic, that God loves us and will get us through, it can show on your face. And right now, people need a smile. The next time you go to Publix, make it a point to smile. The next time you're at Winn-Dixie or Walmart, if you have to go to the doctor's office and see a nurse or even the physician, smile. Because your smile may lighten their day and make their day better. For a glad heart makes for a cheerful face. May we be glad in our hearts for all that God has done and keep a cheerful face. And for those of you that used to be brownies, may you put on one heck of a brownie smile. God bless you and keep smiling.